Hello and welcome to the Gobots review of Gobots Royal, and this is going to be a quick review. Get my camera to stay steady here. And I do apologize for my small background here. My normal review place is kind of taken at the moment, but here we have, I believe, 1984 or 85 Gobots Royal. He is a small Harrier jet. And very nicely detailed as most Gobots were. You can kind of see he still got his original stickers, the RAF logos there, and not sure how well my camera is going to pick up on that sticker. For some reason, it does not like to focus on this color combination, but I'm not sure how well it's going to come off. You can see the detailing in the cockpit there, and the seat and everything. It's just a sticker, but it's there. And from the side, you can kind of see he's got his missiles there. Tail fin, he's got this on the back. And my cockpit on mine's a little loose, so it likes to come out really easy, but transformation. Rolling landing gear. Now this one does not fold up at all. It is stationary there, so I wouldn't recommend pushing on it. You can see his hands there, and he does actually have the great detailing in the intakes there. And this front landing gear does fold up for transformation. On mine it's rather loose, and there is supposed to be a tab right there. You can kind of see it is snapped off, so you'd use it to kind of push it out. But with mine being loose, you don't need it. And with it being loose, he does sit perfectly fine. And he's a pretty decent size. I don't have any Gobots nearby I can compare him to, so I'm just going to have to go over that. In my next review, I will compare him to a decent sized Gobot Hot Wheels, so you get a general size on that. Can't hardly fit him in frame here because where I got my camera. Now transformation for him, because of his age, terrifies me because I'm scared of breaking him. Partially because if you do get a royalty, do this way, make sure you look and see if his tail fins are intact, because he's all solid plastic. I mean, these parts aren't going to break unless you force them, but they do get brittle. I'd be careful with these missile tips and these smaller wings, but these ones here are actually hollow. I'm not sure how well. These ones are solid, so they're not going to break unless you put too much pressure onto these ones. But these move for the transformation, and they're hollow. And they just feel really fragile. They feel as if they don't have any weight. But, yeah. Now, for conversion, you just want to take his wings and just pull up on them lightly. And they are on little sliders. Mine are loose, so they're going to kind of flop around. Do the same for the other side. Come around to the front, and what you want to do is you want to take these bits, bring them down, and then you can slide out the arms. Bring it out. It is kind of hard because if you notice, these missiles will kind of get caught up in there. So you just kind of want to bring them out, rotate a little bit, bring them down. They are supposed to sit a bit higher like this, I believe. Mine are loose and they don't like to anymore. This side's not as bad as this one. But you want to do the same thing on the other side. Bring it out just a little bit. You can kind of see it's a little loose here. Bring that down. Make sure I don't have his missiles in the way. Take the wheel, fold it up, bring the cockpit up, slide it down. And if you notice, it's not going to sit flush for a minute. So what you want to do is you want to grab his legs and extend them. And you want to rotate him. This part scared me at first because it was incredibly tight when I first got him. You want to rotate these. And this is what I'm telling you about the tail fins. If you notice, they are hollow, so they're really, really paper thin. And then you want to fold them back. And what's really scary about them is there's absolutely no substance to the plastic. It's just hollow, so they're almost paper thin. Take these rear pieces, fold them up, and those will be his feet. And one issue that, and you want to spread his legs a little bit. We'll get into that issue in a second. And it sits back at a weird angle. You think it'd fold all the way back, but it sits right there, right between his legs to the side. Take that, slide that down, and there you have royalty in robot mode. As I said earlier, this shoulder does not want to stay up anymore. But one issue that I have is the way he stands forward. My review station's kind of sloped here, so you're not going to be able to see it too well. But he does kind of stand sloped forward a little bit, because if you notice the way his feet are, is they're not exactly flat. Do I have his legs pulled out of the way? I do. Okay. So he's going to kind of stand like Michael Jackson did that one music video. He's going to kind of lean forward a little bit because of the way his feet are not exactly flat. They're actually kind of at an angle because of the tail fins. Well, back here is straight. If you notice, this part right here is actually angled back a little bit more. It's more evident in hand than it will be on this. Articulation wise, his legs can move in and out. He's got rotation here, toe articulation. The wings, you can display them up here if you can get him past his arms, but of course mine are loose, so they're going to flop around. And he does have ball joints, which is really weird for this age of a figure. He's got ball jointed shoulders, so you can go across, you can bring them up, bring them down, and they will do a full 360. The other side, pretty much the same, ball jointed arms. But yeah, all together, you can see his face there. Not a whole lot of detail is revealed in robot mode, just his arms, but he's got the classic Gobots hollow arm. And he does have quite a bit of diecast. I don't think I covered this in my Tux review, but these are all diecast. I believe his chest is diecast, I believe too. Basically all this gray right here is diecast. And these are RAF logos, are the original stickers for him. I picked them up for about 20 bucks, $10 with $8, $20 in total, $10 with $8 shipping, so he's not bad. I mainly got him to go next to my Baron Von Joy, because in the Gobots mythology, he is part of the Gobots Royal family alongside Baron Von Joy. But if you can find him for a decent price, under, I'd say 20 under for a decent price, and if you can find it without the tail fins broke off, mine was lucky enough. I spent a couple minutes looking for one that wasn't broken at a decent price. If you can find one that's a decent price, I'd say pick them up for about 20 bucks. And, you know, just the little things like these missiles or these things here, just the wings. He doesn't feel brittle at all. I'm pretty sure I could give him to my 5-year-old nephew, and he could play with them with only the tail fins breaking off here, or maybe the missile tips breaking off. So he's not a terribly like fragile figure. Get him more centered. He's just going to disintegrate as soon as you touch him, but I'd definitely be careful with him. This has been a Prussian Knight review of Gobots Royal. Like if you liked the video, comment and tell me what I could do better or what you liked. And thank you, and I'll see you next time for my next review, which will be G1 Astro Train.